So this video is going to be a little different. It won't really be that gaming related, but I did put some gaming footage in the background just so I wouldn't bore you as I explain my situation. So I'm going to start from the beginning. So around July, or like a week after July, I had a family member who had COVID-19. At the time they told me they kept it from me and me unknowingly asked them for a ride. Only for a few days later, I started picking up symptoms and thought it was nothing more than the flu. But as my symptoms started to worsen, my family member, when they saw me again, noticed and immediately said that, they basically admitted to me, oh, I actually had COVID this whole time, but I didn't want to worry you. And basically, all that news did was just, you know, gave me that realization, oh, my family member just got me sick and I'm going to be missing work because of it. They started to go by and my symptoms started to worsen. I had some I'd rather not say like some of the symptoms. Some of them included, sweating, body aches. Others were like well, again, I don't want to say it in the video, but you know what happens when you eat too many plums is what I'm gonna be going from there. I don't like saying the word itself, it's a little but you get the point of it. But yeah, basically this started going on until 2 to 3 weeks. By the third week my symptoms were starting to improve, but I wanted to be safe and I ended up getting tested. About 2 to 3 days later I get my call saying we got your symptoms, but we got your test results, but you gotta wait a few days before we can mail it out to you. And yeah, after waiting a few days, I finally got my results and luckily tested negative. I figured I might have been positive during the first 2 weeks, and third week and onward I probably was already being recovering from it. But yeah, and like I said, with all the good news, I decided, okay, it's time for me to go back to work. So I got all the paperwork that I needed for my sick leave from work, thinking, okay, if I give them this work, all this paperwork, I'll be covered in, and I'll be able to, just go back to work, get my days covered. I won't be in a financial mess or anything like that. Unfortunately, they ended up telling me that while the absences will be covered, they'll still at the same time be unpaid for, which kind of led to this little downfall with me struggling to pay rent. We managed to make it work by me having to sell some stuff. Primarily one of them was my laptop, which is why I can't really edit videos, and went right back to me editing on Share Factory. But yeah, anyways, we managed to scrape by the month of August, but eventually, rent started coming up again, and I realized I don't have anything else to sell at this point, or at least anything that'll even cover half of what my rent is gonna be. Because at this point, this place is too expensive. Despite me, well, my girlfriend is mostly. She's the one that explained to the landlord that that I felt sick, that I was missing all this work, and that I can't pay the rent on time. And rather than work with us, they just raised the rent. They raised it by about 75, and we told them that this is gonna make it harder for us to pay the rent, but unfortunately they just didn't seem to care. They were just in that mindset of, well, figure something out or something. But yeah, I ended up making a GoFundMe. That's basically the whole point of this video. I just wanted to explain my situation first before I go into the the thing. The GoFundMe at first was for a pretty high amount, but at this point I lowered it down to what it is at this point because I wanted to basically not pay the full rent, but only about a half of it, simply so I can buy myself time to save up for when I actually make a full's worth check, and from there just move out of here and somewhere a lot cheaper, so I can don't have to be in a financial struggle anymore. But yeah, if anything, I'm just terrible at talking like this video wise, because I guess again, for most of you that know me, I don't do scripts. I just just speak from my mouth, and that's about it. I will sometimes jitter a bit, or lose my line of thought. I don't know why I'm like that, but yeah, that's basically it. The GoFundMe will have the full details in it, and I will include a link to it in the description. I'm not telling you all to, or trying to guilt anyone to donate or anything like that. The GoFundMe is just there. If you can't donate, that's fine, but sharing it will help a lot. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Yeah, hate to be bringing like some news like this. I'm probably like killing a lot of moods doing something like this, but at this point, that's all I can think of doing right now. Or at least, I've already applied to rental programs and stuff like that, and all I can do is wait. And don't worry though, if anything, I promise to start uploading more fun content, but in the current mindset I am right now, it's a little tricky for me to make, like not saying like enjoyable content, but it's hard to me to be my usual energetic self when I'm under this much stress. But I promise I'll try to get out of this mindset and get back to editing my usual videos as best I can with Sheriff Factory. Again, thank you if you watched the whole thing. If anything, I'll probably look into some time things or something to like make this video shorter. But yeah, thank you again for listening, and I'll see you later.